Mr. Former President and Mr. President, are you ready to do this, guys? Thank you all for meeting with me. Uh, I guess we'll, kind of do this old style, huh? We'll start off with you, former president, and we'll get right off to you next. So, Donald, how's life going in the White House right now? And how's your wife doing?
Well, Hank, as you can tell, my presidency is going fantastic. I wouldn't have it any other way. As far as Melania goes, as you can see, she's doing just great. Millions and millions of people have given me feedback, and they're just pleased. They're just pleased. I wouldn't have it any other way. Unlike this guy over here. I mean, he's just amazing. And I mean, you can see why the country fell apart. I mean, can't you? I mean, we're all sick and tired of seeing all these immigrants flow across the border, and we're so sick and tired of seeing us lose jobs. I mean, the real, true reason why I'm president is because people are so sick of all of the crime in the streets, and they're so sick and tired of losing jobs. I mean, everybody wishes they could be millionaire like me, but they can't. So everyone will have their wishes, but truly, truly, turns out this is really, truly a great nation now that I am president. And thank you for asking, by the way. The Oval Office is very great now that Mr. Barack is out. And like I said, truly, truly great. And I believe that you will start seeing better results. And if I had any advice for both of you, I know it won't really work for the former president because he's got such a terrible, terrible representation of me and my presidency. MAGA, MAGA, by the way. I can turn anybody a fan. I'm a winner. I've always been a winner. And I'll never, ever, ever accept anything less. So, thank you for asking, and I can't wait to hear Mr. Smart Guy, his response on how his life's been going now that he's not president, and I am president.
First off, thank you both for having me. Donald, I'd have to disagree. In my presidency, terrorism was at an all-time low. And as for my wife, even though you didn't ask, she kept school lunches healthy for everybody. It helped out the kids. I don't know about Donald. I don't know what his wife has done for the kids. My family and I truly believe, although from Kenya, American children will forever be in our hearts. So, Hank, let's not talk about my presidency, because I think its success, with no white supremacy, can speak for itself. Well, Barack, as respectful as I can be, my son Bobby didn't really approve of the whole lunch plan by your wife. He was getting underfed, along with all the other kids at school. Now, I don't find that very god-dang appreciative of you to starve my kid. Now, Donald, I'll let you have one more response before we end this, but Barack, thanks for coming, and Donald, thank you for coming. It's been truly great, and I wouldn't have it any other way, guys. So, I mean, the way you guys are bickering already makes me think I should stop the show early. I mean, you guys are all excited like you just took a whiff of propane, am I right? Anyway, Donald, do you have something else to say?
Excuse me. I think you've had your turn. As I was saying, Melania and I are doing great. Thank you for your input, but I really don't need it. Not to be rude. And as for you, Barack, I mean, I think your presidency speaks for itself, like I said. And as far as the whole school lunches things goes, yes, I agree with Hank completely. That was completely irrational and stupid of you to even move in that direction. I mean, come on. I mean, what are we even questioning ourselves? This guy's a loser. I'm a winner. That is why I beat Hillary in a landslide. And before you go saying, oh, that had something to do with Russia. No, it had nothing to do with Russia at all. I can assure you of that. And we will be looking for proof of that. I just don't have the proof right now. I mean, I'm not a camera guy, you know. I mean, I don't record my proof. But thank you, Hank, for having us in your lovely home. Next time, I would recommend just having me because he's really not worth your time. So Before the next time, I will thank you for having me in your lovely home. It is truly great. And the reason it's truly great is because jobs are skyrocketing here, and I made it truly great. Wouldn't be truly great without me, as you know. MAGA, MAGA.
Thank you. Donald, you have an obsession with being hateful. And Hank, I'm sorry about Bobby. We did our best. It just turns out celery, broccoli, and carrots are better for Bobby than Cheetos. Regardless of what Mr. Trump says, we did our best. Building a wall, a waste of taxpayers' money. We should really be focusing on the big issues, like white supremacy, slavery, and after all, the obvious, women's rights. But thank you for having me here in your home.
Quite frankly, sir, you are just as fake news as your buddies over at CNN and MSNBC. You're fired.